something that will affect this season, Jayson Tatum and his muscles, his big, yeah. Ugh.
Jayson Tatum.
So you and I did we talked about this a couple weeks ago when those IG pictures came out. We did catch up with Tatum at a basketball camp this past weekend, and got to look up close and personal, and asked him a little bit about his added muscle and how it's going to impact his game. Here's what he had to say.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps. Because I know people want to see me go to the basket more. I like shooting step back jumpers. Compromise. I do it to people.
So there you have it, Sherrod. He's going to give the people what they want. It's the people. It's the
about the people.
Yeah, it's the people who insist he goes to the basket. It's not analytics. It's not that shots at the rim and free throws are a more efficient way to get buckets than contested twos, which he likes. And we know he likes them. It's getting to the basket. And you do want to see him get there more. I think later in the year and certainly in the playoffs, he was more aggressive. That's just something you want to see all the time. And we talked about the impact it would have on his game. I'm not trying to stir anything here, but you get the feeling he kind of would rather just be that guy who just gets to shoot fallaways because, it's hard. It's a lot. That's a hard living going to the basket and getting knocked around and all that, But that's for youngins, though, and he's young. You're supposed to do that now. When you get a little bit older, you start to settle for those jumpers, Carmelo style. But you got to work for your buckets now. And I think it's only going to take his game to the next level if he does.
Yeah, but the one thing he's already figured out already is that the longer I kick that tomato can down the road, the more I'm going to actually preserve my body and not get my ass kicked every single night from a physical standpoint, because going to the basket is hard. I look at guys like Russell Westbrook, who has just made a killing doing that type of thing night in, night out. And you wonder when he's going to fall.
Miles on the tires. It's hard. Yeah.
It is. And so I totally get Tatum's like, I'm going to give the people what they want, because I really don't want to go out there and just get beat up night in, night out going to the basket. But Tatum understands in the back of his mind, he may not admit it, but you have to make a certain level of sacrifice for success. And going to the basket as the best player on this team, that's part of the deal. When you're the best player on the team, you got to give the team what they need. And forget about what the fans, what they want. Give the team what they need. That's what I want Jayson Tatum to do.
And again, it's essential. And I don't want to get all analytics, but again, it's threes and shots at the rim are obviously, it makes sense. That's what you want to focus on doing. And those step backs, they're great when the shot clock is winding down and you need a bucket. And you got to have guys like Tatum who can do that. And he's as good at it as anybody, but that can't be your A1A, what you're looking for every single time down the court. You got to find a way to get easier buckets. So I think it's nice that he's going to grudgingly embrace that role this year. We'll see if it translates once the season begins. We've also seen Ben Simmons shoot threes in the preseason, and that how did that come out? Right? How did that come out? Sherrod, thanks a lot, man.